Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Okay, right. Artificial intelligence. I am more intelligent than artificial intelligence. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, okay? But I have to class myself as one of the most intelligent people on this planet. Right now, I am obviously way more intelligent than Einstein, because I think we know why. Because during a solar eclipse, the sun is directly behind the moon. It can only happen. The sun's light is absolute. It's really that basic, okay? History in the making. I'm in a mischievous mood, so if you have a sense of humor, stay. If you don't, maybe come back in about 60 seconds or something. Right, history in the making possibly here. I know where the letters are. Right, little special K. I haven't cheated. I cut down to there because I know where the letters are. This is history. It could be history in the making. So it should be about there, and there, and then I cut this bit off, and I have a, what is it? Tell me it's a D. H. The P and the H came straight away. Can I get a D? Oh, don't get so touchy. Anyway, you know I have qualifications. It's a joke amongst qualified people, isn't it? Now, I do have to class myself as one of the most intelligent people on this planet right now. Definitely smarter than AI. Everybody going on about AI is going to take over the planet. No, it isn't. It's just another part of the bullshit illusion that you guys still don't know that you're living, right? Now, the reason I say I'm more intelligent than artificial intelligence, and it's not hard, it's just another dud, is because artificial intelligence cannot work that out. I've posted chats I've had with artificial intelligence, and I've started with the question, if I ask you this question and the answer's between 1 and 10, where 1 is extremely unlikely and 10 is basically a slam dunk, what score would you give for the sun's light being absolute? And at the beginning of the chat, it will probably say something like 3, but then I'll go back and forth. It tries to wriggle out of it. It does not have a logical answer for why the sun is directly behind the moon during a solar eclipse. But keep persisting with the facts. And in the end, I'll ask you that question again. Right, I'm going to ask you a question again, now that we've had this chat. With a score between 1 and 10, where 1 is extremely unlikely and 10 extremely likely, what score would you give for the sun's light being absolute now? I've educated you, artificial intelligence, and it says 10. But go and talk to the same one a week later. What's the speed of light? Oh, 299,000. It doesn't remember. It doesn't learn. It doesn't learn. What's happening is you're just under another load of BS because of the devices. That's what's happening. Now, sometimes I say life will start, life will begin after understanding. that the sun radiates absolute light. Of this, there is no doubt. This is the thing. This is the very, very thing. It's about trusting your own judgment. And the reason that people are believing that AI is going to take over the world, it's because they don't trust their judgment enough to understand that their speed of light is bullshit. You do not trust your judgment enough when you see the sun and the moon and you're in the sweet spot. It's right there. That's how basic this thing is, which is why I feel I can take the Mickey Mouse. I'm going to buy another. I hope they're on special. I'll buy another half a dozen boxes. Search for that D so I get the full PhD. What? How about majoring in the Egyptians quarrying the equivalent weight of 135 battle-ready Nimitz class aircraft carriers out of somewhere with copper hand tools and their bare hands? Now, I am so sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that is logistically impossible even for us today. 130, it's like people, 135 aircraft carriers. That's just the 3 on the Giza Plateau. I mean, why wouldn't I laugh at things like that? My qualifications are solid, rock solid, right? I've earned them over a lot of years. AI ends up saying, yeah, I give you a 10. It's absolutely, it has to be. Thank you, artificial intelligence. Talk to it again another day, and you're back to square one. It doesn't remember. If it was all that it's cracked up to be, it would have taken that information on board and gone, whoa, and it would have spread that knowledge to all of the others, because there hasn't ever been anything more obvious than the sun radiating absolute light. These people, this artificial intelligence, it's just bullshit. Look out of wherever you're watching this from, living room, bedroom, bathroom, look out the window. Look down into the real world. There's cars, you'll see cars and people, real people, not through the screen. Go and look at the real deal. See if you can spot any artificial intelligence anywhere trying to take over the world. Go and have a look. In fact, go and have a walk around where you live for 12 hours, just everywhere, in the shops, up, just places you've never been before, just walking like this, looking for signs. One sign that artificial intelligence is going to take over the world. You won't find any signs, but you will on that little dancer, won't you? See, people, when science said to you, it doesn't care about your common sense, right there, that was the moment that you all said, I can no longer differentiate between what is real and what is fake. And I can no longer differentiate between what is possible and what is impossible. Because science told me that it doesn't care about my common sense. The universe doesn't have to make sense to me. I'll just believe everything they throw at me, including the speed of light being 299,792,458 meters per second, even though during a solar eclipse, what you will witness in anywhere between 2 to 7 minutes, that 2 to 7 minutes totally erases a century of bullshit. Those are the facts. It's about being objective and trusting your own judgment. But you guys, you simply cannot. So you believe all the bullshit. You believe the photons. You believe that photons hit the ground, bounce off green signals, retinas. Yo, it's green, the grass is green. When in fact, light is absolute. The grass is green, but it is green. And when you look at it, you see the colours outside of your head. Everything, all of this stuff, all it takes is to trust your own fucking judgment, isn't it? So, with all due respect to the PhDers and everything, what cereal packets did you get to get the D? Is there Cocoa Pops? I don't know. Throw me a freaking bone. Just joking. But I have to be classed as one of the most intelligent beings on this planet right now. Because I'm smarter than AI. I know AI is a load of bullshit. I also know, because I trust my own judgment, and I always adhere to the facts, the evidence, right? And I have seen my fair share of solar eclipses. And every single time that I've seen it happen, I tell you what, there is no delay. See, there's even a little sarcasm drifting into my voice now, because it's getting to the stage where I've got to try everything, haven't I? I've got to try and like poke you to make you go, whoa, shit. And then it'll all go away. All of the photons and the extended family, it'll all go away. And you'll realize that light is absolute. And all of a sudden, so many people were claiming so much knowledge that simply couldn't be known. But you do not know how to differentiate between what is real and what isn't. And you know why? Because your life is in the device. That will be all for now. I missed. You don't really think I was going to do that to my phone, do you? You don't. What are we on? Oh, 30 minutes, that's good. It's nice and short. All right, let's try that again. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Just a little bit of fun. But I am one of the most, if not the most intelligent being on this planet right now. Logic, common sense, and I trust my own fucking judgment. I don't live my life through a screen. That will be all for now.